two disks, one purpose: keep an identical copy alive. Every write goes to both disks simultaneously. That's how you survive. No striping, no parity, just a perfect mirror running in the back. RAID 1 is built for resilience. Redundancy is the whole track. Mirror image, every bit written twice. One disk fails, the other pays the price. Reads from both writes to both, always in sync. RAID 1 keeps your data back from the brink. Half the capacity, redundancy is the trade. Mirror image, the safest array ever made. Every write operation goes to disk 1 and disk 2 at the same time. The controller duplicates the write command, both disks stay in line. The write is only confirmed complete when both disks acknowledge the call. If one disk is slow, the controller waits. Consistency above all. The mirror is byte for byte, identical sector by sector the same. Block 0 on disk 1 matches block 0 on disk 2 in the frame. The controller presents both physical disks as one logical volume to the OS. The operating system sees a single drive. The RAID hides the rest. 2 TB drives in RAID 1 gives you 2 TB of usable space. The second drive is entirely consumed, holding the mirror in place. 50% overhead is the cost you pay with capacity for safety. But for an OS drive or a database, that trade is never shady. Mirror image, every bit written twice. One disk fails, the other pays the price. Reads from both writes to both, always in sync. RAID 1 keeps your data back from the brink. Half the capacity, redundancy is the trade. Mirror image, the safest array ever made. Read performance in a RAID 1 can be faster than a single disk alone. The controller can split read requests across both disks. Each carries its own. Disk 1 reads the first request, while disk 2 serves the second in line. Parallel reads improve throughput, that's a RAID 1 silver shine. Write performance matches a single disk. There is no write speed gain. Both disks must confirm the write before the controller moves the chain. The bottleneck is always the slower disk. The controller waits for both. Write speed cannot exceed the slowest member. That's the RAID 1 oath. Latency stays low because no parity calculation is ever required. Unlike RAID 5, RAID 1 writes are simple duplicates, nothing more desired. The controller overhead is minimal. Mirror the block and confirm it done. Simple, reliable, fast enough for most workloads under the sun. One disk fails, the array keeps running in degraded mode. The surviving disk carries all the reads and writes down the road. Performance may dip in degraded mode. One disk doing all the work. Replace the failed drive quickly. Running degraded is a risk that lurks. Rebuild begins when the new disk is inserted into the slot. The controller copies every block from the surviving disk a lot. Rebuild time depends on disk size and workload during the copy. A 2 TB drive can take hours to rebuild. Keep activity sloppy during rebuild. A second disk failure means total data loss. Both disks must survive until rebuild completes. That's the cost. Hot spare cuts rebuild time. The standby disk kicks in automatically. No waiting for an admin. The mirror restores itself practically. Use RAID 1 for operating system drives, boot volumes, critical databases. Small write, heavy workloads that need simple and fast redundancy in places. 2 disk minimum can be extended to 3 or 4 for more copies. More mirrors mean more read parallelism and more surviving stories. Mirror image, every bit written twice. One disk fails, the other pays the price. Reads from both, writes to both, always in sync. RAID 1 keeps your data back from the brink. Half the capacity, redundancy is the trade. Mirror image, the safest array ever made. Minimum 2 disks, 50% capacity, 1 disk can fail. Reads improve, writes duplicate, rebuild from the surviving trail. Simple, reliable, low overhead, RAID 1 stands the test. Mirror image, when your data's safety matters best.